Which gender does a one night stand benefit the most? Well, the gender that doesn't mind getting attached is the beneficiary in this type of well, I wouldn't call it relationship. I would definitely call it in this type of a meeting, okay? Because a one night stand, it is a meeting. So the beneficiary is definitely the person that will not get attached, okay? And if I have to go per gender, I would say the most emotional and gender that prefer attachment and emotion is the female. So I would say it varies. Okay, a one night stand may affect the man. A man may affect the man or the female. But if I have to go by gender, which is the objective of this, how you call it? Which is the objective of what I'm covering today? The question were, which gender does one night stand benefit the most? The person that will not get attached. It could be the man or the woman. The man may get attached because he really likes this woman. He likes their encounter, and therefore he would like to see her again. Would like to relive the incident that just happened. A good incident it is, okay? I mean, it must be good for him to get attached because men are not by nature the type that get quickly attached. A one night stand is the nature of men. It tells you the language of men. They can have it without any form of attachment. So one night stand mostly will benefit men. Yeah, that's my stand. I believe that one night stand will definitely benefit the man. It won't benefit the female because you will get attached. Okay, a female can look at a man across the room and be smitten by him on the emotional level, not just on the physical level. A man can look across the room and see a woman and be attached to her on the physical level. But for women, it can be emotional as quick as possible. So the act of being intimate, and women do fall in love through intimacy and men don't. So therefore, just imagine who is going to get attached, who's going to lose in this type of union. The woman is at the losing end of this union. But like I say, there are always exceptions to every rules. So therefore, an exception, which is going to be a rare case of a man being smitten by this woman. You have to be very, very, very special for men to be smitten by you via a one night stand meeting because they usually place you in a box, meaning they have categories. They might place you in the woman that they don't want to see again, the woman that they just want to sleep with, the woman that they would like to be serious with. And if their intention were to see you again or to be serious with you, I don't think they would like to rush to the act. Though in their mind, the language of, the love language of most men is definitely your intimacy. Once they have you, they feel as if, well, you care about them and you may love them. You may fall for them. If you don't love them yet, at least emotionally, you are involved with them and you are definitely getting their vibes. So that's how to speak in the love department, okay? But, and the big one, men, most of the time, they don't fall in love via sex. Most men, it's rare to find a man who falls in love via sex. That's rare. That is not their conditioning, and they don't reason like that. Okay, they're more physical being than emotional being. So, a friend with benefits relationship and a one night stand relationship shows you the true nature of man, and the true nature is. They don't like any type of emotional baggage or responsibility when they get physical with a woman. At least not with the woman that they don't want. And if they don't want you, everything with them is going to be physical. So you as a woman, if you know that you're an emotional being, because this doesn't apply to every woman. Some women are more masculine minded, not that they convey themselves in a masculine manner, not the physical outlook. I'm referring to the emotional outlook. Their mental state is more masculine than most female. So these type of women do not fall into these categories. These type of women are the women I will call femme fatale. Okay, femme fatale, they're not that emotional. They have the emotional under control. They are not the emotional being as most women. And they are the woman that oftentimes surprises men. And they are the woman, unfortunately, that men prefer. They will not tell you. But men like bitches, okay? I'm sorry. I'm not calling every woman bitches, but I'm just saying men like bitches, meaning the women that are not too emotional, the women that are easily detached from men, the woman that surprises men is a woman that don't show too much emotion in situation where she should be emotional. Imagine you and a man have a one night stand and you never call him back. Hello? And you guys exchange numbers. Do you know what type of thinking this man will go through? For the next 1 week? He will be thinking, I thought I was the prize. But this girl doesn't care. But I hate her. Because most men think whenever they have a woman, they have won. And we will discuss that because I can debunk that theory that whenever you have a woman, you have a won. And we'll discuss that in some other video. The thought, this is how men think. Well, I had her. How come she's not that harsh? At least show some emotion. Even though it was a one night stand, they expect you to go stalk them online, like view their profile, say hello to them. If you guys exchange phone number, they are expecting you to maybe reach to them and just find out how is their mental state. Are they interested in you? To see if you want to date them or if they're interested. But if a femme fatale doesn't do it, a man is baffled by that because he's like, wait, this is unusual. Now you're going to pick his interest because you're unusual. Remember, men don't like common women. Men don't like a woman that looks like every other woman or behave like every other woman. Men like to brag about how specific and special the woman they are with is of other women. So if you are the femme fatale, that don't call him back after a good banging. In his mind, he worked so hard, he was sweating. So I said he was sweating. I wasn't there, but I'm sure he must have. I'm sure he must have been sweating. So therefore, oh my God, what is wrong with you, Rose? Get back together. Well, like I say, I'm sure this guy was sweating. So he will wonder, what is happening with this woman? Why doesn't she care? I didn't perform well. If a woman ever bring a man to question himself, you pick his interest. You don't know that? Now, let me tell you. If you guys go through those one night stand and you don't call him back, he's going to think this way. Maybe I didn't deliver well. He's going to doubt himself. Any woman that make a man doubt himself pick his interest to another level above every other woman. Okay? So he's going to doubt himself and say, this is a suspect. How come this woman is not interested in me? What is happening? Is she going to call me? Who is she? Now, he may reach back at you. The time may have changed, okay? He may reach back at you just to see, hello, what's up? Can we meet again? He may even do that. He may go to the extent of reaching back at you, making you think that he wants a relationship. You know why? It's because he doesn't want to lose. Men ego do not allow them to lose or feel as if they are the loser. He needs a bragging right. He doesn't have to tell people what transpired between you two. But for his psyche and his mental, he needs to win mentally and emotionally. He needs to feel like a man at all time. That's his ego speaking, okay? I said it wasn't emotional, but they're ego driven. So therefore, what is going to transpire? Like, how come this girl is not reaching back at me? I didn't perform. Am I small? I mean, can you imagine? A man thinking he's small just because you are making him doubt himself and his sexuality. Am I small? Is that why she's not interested? Maybe she's used to men who are better and who deliver better in the bedroom than me. How come she's not reaching back? Let me check her Instagram. Well, I don't have an Instagram. Well, let me check. What is her name? What was her name again? Because guess what? He may have. Let's say he's used to it. This may have been his MO. One instant could be his MO. So therefore, he's used to it, and he's like, well, let me check her social media. Okay, by your name, he will go on Instagram trying to look you up, or TikTok or YouTube. I mean, who knows? Facebook. He will go to all these social medias trying to find you just to get a clue. Does she have a man? He will start thinking, maybe she has a man and maybe she cheated on him. Maybe she has a man. Maybe that's why she's not calling me. Because there's no way she wouldn't call me. I deliver. All the other women that I've been with have been obsessed with me. But this one is not. What is happening? I didn't deliver. Maybe I'm too small. He may not even be small, And besides, I have to tell you, lady, size doesn't matter. It's a matter of delivery, okay? You find people with, I know, I just sidetracked this. You find people with a huge member and they don't know how to use it. And you find someone with medium and they know how to use it. You find someone with smaller and he will deliver to death. And you won't be able to get out of that bed when he's done with you. So size thing, we'll talk about it in another video, okay? We shall discuss that in another video. Now, let's get back on this. So, you don't call him and you let him go, he's going to be attached in this scenario. And but women, on the other side, because we equate sex with interest and sex with potential lover, when we have a one night stand, because we are so naive to think that men fall in love through sex, you deliver, you show all your karate moves. Like, I don't know, what was the move, or your boxing move, all the other moves that you can ever think of. And you think you will make him, attached to you. Okay, because you're not thinking right. Just because we female, attach a sexual relationship with emotion, and we think having sex with a man may lead to an emotional relationship. Because that's how we think. But this thought process is wrong. Because men, on the other hand, they're not built this way and they don't think like us, and they will never do. So if you're taking a gamble to have a one night stand, if you have to at all, because I'm not the type that judges people, like I say, I'm not perfect, okay? I'm not mighty. No, we all have our up and down, and why not? We have our good side and bad side. If you ever happen to have a one night stand with a man, if you have to at all, I would say don't be emotional about it. Be the femme fatale. Don't be emotional, okay? Show less emotion. I think you should have it on your time. That's when you can control it more. When you have it on your time, you control the matters more because you wanted to and you had it. Not because he wanted to. Okay, because it is a one night stand. There isn't any form of obligation. You're not obliged to have it, but if you have to have it, I would say you should do it this way. Go in there with be less emotional. Do not expect anything to come out of that meeting. Okay, go in there solely for pleasure. Make sure you protect yourself. You don't want to get pregnant. You don't want to collect STDs. Okay, because you don't know this guy. He's out of nowhere. If you have to do it safe. At least protect your life. Don't collect STDs and don't have babies by an unknown man. Because a lot of women are victims of one night stand whereby they get pregnant and they may collect STDs. There's a lot of horror stories out there. But I would like to tell you, if you must at all, because I'm not going to judge you, be careful and be less emotional and be smart about it. Don't be reckless, okay? Protect yourself at all costs. A stranger is a stranger because you don't have his blood work in front of you for you to tell. And looks are very deceiving. You can see a beautiful woman and you think she's healthy. She may not be. She may look healthy, but she may not be healthy, okay? He may look healthy, but he may be the sickest man in Tennessee or in Babylon, okay? It's a figure of speech, okay? So he may be the sickest man in Babylon. You may never know, okay? Not the richest man in Babylon. I have that book too, but he is the sickest man in where? Babylon. So be careful and use your mind, use your brain, okay? Because emotional and physical need is part of human nature, but you just need to learn how to control it. There's nothing wrong with controlling it and be smart about it and making informed decision. Protect yourself if you have to. Don't get attached.